Yo, what's up everybody? It's your name, and we're coming to you live, well, not really live, more like recorded and edited. But you get it, from Athens, Greece. This city, man, it's insane. We're talking thousands of years of history, like literally everywhere you step, there's a story. We're not just hitting the tourist traps, though, we're going deep, finding the hidden gems, the local spots, the real deal Athens. We're talking ancient ruins, yeah, but also street art, crazy delicious food, the markets, the people, the vibe. It's about capturing that energy, that feeling that makes Athens so unique. So buckle up because we're about to take you on a journey, a visual journey through the heart and soul of this incredible city. All right, let's be real. You can't come to Athens and not hit up the classics. We're talking about the Acropolis, this massive hilltop fortress crowned with, wait for it, the Parthenon. This thing is old school, like ancient Greece old school. Standing here, looking out over the city, you can practically feel the history, the weight of all those years. It's humbling, you know? But it's not just about the Parthenon. The whole Acropolis is littered with temples and ruins, each one with its own story to tell. You got the Theon with those iconic caryatid statues, the Temple of Athena Nike, the Propylaea, the list goes on. And the best part? You can wander around, get lost, imagine what it was like back in the day. It's like stepping into a history book, only way more real. Now let's talk about the Panathinaik Stadium. This place is insane. Built entirely out of marble, it's the only stadium in the world like this. This is where they held the first modern Olympic Games back in 1896. Can you imagine? The energy in this place must have been electric. Speaking of energy, you gotta check out the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. It's in Syntagma Square, right in front of the Parliament building. These guys, the Evzones, with their traditional uniforms and that slow, synchronized march, it's mesmerizing. And listen, I know we're talking history here, but Athens is also a modern city. You got street art everywhere, cool cafes, and a vibe that's just electric. It's this mix of old and new that makes it so interesting. We're talking ancient ruins next to trendy bars, traditional tavernas buzzing with life, and people just living their lives against this backdrop of epic history. It's a trip, man. But you know what really gets me? It's the details. The way the sunlight hits the marble, the sound of the city echoing through the ancient streets, the smell of spices from a local bakery. It's those little things that make Athens feel so alive, so real. You're not just looking at history, you're experiencing it. All right, we've done the tourist thing, now let's get off the beaten path a bit. Athens has so much more to offer than just the big-name attractions. We're talking about neighborhoods with character, hidden cafes, and local spots that most tourists never get to see. First up, we're heading to Anafiotika. This neighborhood, tucked away on the slopes of the Acropolis, feels like a Greek island village plopped right in the middle of the city. Think whitewashed houses, narrow winding streets, and bougainvillea cascading from every corner. It's peaceful, it's charming, and it's the perfect escape from the city bustle. Now let's talk about food. Forget those tourist traps. We're going to a little place I know in the Siri district. It's called, well, I can't tell you the name, it's a secret. But trust me, they make the best souvlaki in town. Tender, juicy meat, grilled to perfection, wrapped in warm pita bread with all the fixings. It's the kind of food that makes you close your eyes and savor every bite. After lunch, we're heading to Exarchia. This neighborhood is known for its alternative vibe, its street art, and its independent spirit. It's a little gritty, a little edgy, and a whole lot of cool. We'll wander through the streets, check out the murals, and maybe even grab a coffee at a local hangout. It's a side of Athens you don't see in the guidebooks, but it's just as much a part of the city's identity. But the real hidden gem of Athens? It's the people. The locals are what make this city so special. They're warm, they're welcoming, and they're always up for a chat. Whether you're haggling at a market stall, sharing a coffee with a local, or just asking for directions, you'll be met with a smile and a genuine desire to help. One of my favorite things to do in Athens is just to wander. Get lost in the maze of streets, stumble upon hidden courtyards, and soak up the atmosphere. You never know what you'll find around the next corner, and that's part of the adventure. It could be a tiny taverna with live music, a bustling market overflowing with fresh produce, or a quiet square where old men gather to play backgammon. These are the moments that stay with you, the glimpses into the real heart and soul of Athens. Yo, let's talk about the food, because Athens is a foodie paradise. We're not just talking about souvlaki here, although that's definitely a must-try. We're talking about fresh, flavorful dishes that have been passed down through generations. First things first, we gotta hit up the Central Market. This place is insane. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. The sights, the sounds, the smells, it's an experience you won't forget. You got vendors hawking their wares, mountains of fresh produce, seafood glistening on ice, and spices that will make your head spin. It's the perfect place to get a taste of the local life and pick up some ingredients for a picnic. Speaking of picnics, you gotta try some Greek salad. I know, it sounds basic, but trust me, it's anything but. Ripe tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, salty olives, creamy feta cheese, and a drizzle of olive oil. It's simple, it's fresh, and it's delicious. Now let's talk about seafood. Athens is right on the coast, so you know the seafood is going to be fresh. We're talking grilled octopus, fried calamari, whole grilled fish, you name it. Find a taverna by the sea, order up a feast, and enjoy the view. But the real star of the show in Athens is the street food. We're talking about souvlaki, of course, but also gyros, spanakopita, tirapita, and loukoumades. These are the kind of snacks you can grab on the go and eat while you explore. They're cheap, they're cheerful, and they're absolutely delicious. One of my favorite things to do in Athens is to find a little cafe, order a Greek coffee, and just watch the world go by. It's the perfect way to slow down, soak up the atmosphere, and just enjoy the moment. And you know what pairs perfectly with that Greek coffee? Loukoumades. These little balls of fried dough, soaked in honey, and sprinkled with cinnamon are like little bites of heaven. They're sweet, they're sticky, and they're the perfect way to end a meal. But the best part about the food in Athens, it's not just about the food itself, it's about the experience. It's about sharing a meal with friends and family, laughing, talking, and creating memories. It's about slowing down, savoring every bite, and appreciating the simple things in life. All right, let's talk about the real Athens, the one that exists beyond the tourist attractions and the ancient ruins. The one that's full of life, energy, and everyday moments. We're talking about the Athens, where people go about their daily lives, where kids play in the streets, where old men gather to drink coffee and discuss politics, and where the rhythm of life is a little slower, a little more relaxed. One of my favorite things to do in Athens is to just wander, get lost in the maze of streets, stumble upon hidden courtyards, and soak up the atmosphere. You never know what you'll find around the next corner, and that's part of the adventure. It could be a tiny taverna with live music, a bustling market overflowing with fresh produce, or a quiet square where old men gather to play backgammon. These are the moments that stay with you, the glimpses into the real heart and soul of Athens. And speaking of heart and soul, you gotta check out the street art scene in Athens. It's everywhere, from the walls of abandoned buildings to the sides of cafes and shops. It's colorful, it's expressive, and it's a reflection of the city's vibrant culture. But the real beauty of Athens lies in its contradictions. It's a city that's both ancient and modern, chaotic and charming, gritty and beautiful. It's a city that's constantly evolving, yet somehow manages to hold on to its traditions. It's a city that will surprise you, challenge you, and ultimately capture your heart. One of the things I love most about Athens is that it's a city that's best experienced on foot. Walk everywhere, get lost in the back streets, and don't be afraid to strike up conversations with the locals. They're the ones who will give you the real insider's perspective on the city. And when you're tired of walking, hop on a trolley and take a ride through the different neighborhoods. Each one has its own unique character and charm, from the trendy cafes of Kolonaki to the bustling markets of Monastiraki. But no matter where you go in Athens, you'll always find a sense of community, a feeling that everyone is welcome. It's a city that embraces life in all its messy, chaotic glory. And that's what makes Athens so special. It's a city that's full of life, energy, and a whole lot of heart. So there you have it, a glimpse into the heart and soul of Athens. From the iconic landmarks to the hidden gems, the traditional flavors to the everyday moments, this city has something to offer everyone. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just looking for an adventure, Athens will not disappoint. So what are you waiting for? Book that ticket, pack your bags, and get ready to experience the magic of Athens for yourself. And hey, if you enjoyed this visual journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more adventures from around the world. Until next time, Efaristo.